Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Chicago Lala, the mother of Shaquille and Shakari Shepherd. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Let us, okay? That's what we need to do at all times. Even though my son went to be with the Lord, I'm still going to rejoice and be glad in every day. Every day is not promised. I am so blessed that today my daughter, she turned 25. This is 26. Wow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is her birthday, August 30th, 2020. I'm so grateful. I'm so blessed that she is safe and sound. She's healthy. She's positive. You know what I'm saying? She's on the right path, just like her brother was when he was on this earth. This is devastating for her, and it's very difficult as a mother to watch your other child mourn your other child. It's very difficult. I didn't expect. I didn't know what to expect. I mean, it wasn't. I wasn't expecting this at all. It was a tragedy. It was a sudden. Just what you mean? My son suffocated to death. He had asthma. What are you talking? It was just a lot. But whatever. He is in a better place. I know that for sure. Happy belated birthday to my uncle Joseph Jackson, August 28th. That's my man's, my boy. I know they had a balloon release for him on yesterday. I did not attend with the intent to avoid, foolishness and things like that. And it's really sad and unfortunate, the how degraded black families are and what they've done to themselves, and I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I know that all of this is slave mentality, and that's another story too. But anyway, we also want to say happy birthday to the big man. Y'all need to, have a moment of silence for this brother here, Fred Hampton Sr. He was born August 30th as well. And if you don't know who that, not Fred Hammond, the gospel singer. I love him dearly. But Fred Hampton Sr., Chi-Town's finest, the one who was brutally murdered at 20 years old by Chicago police officers. And Mama Akua, I love you, and she was 7.5 months pregnant with Chairman Fred Hampton Jr., they only child. And he never did get to meet his father in the flesh, but he embodies him. And I'm proud of that family. I love them dearly. Yeah, so look that up. If you're not familiar with the history of what they did to that great man, who was an activist just standing up for what was right, just simple human rights. None of this old stuff that they tried to lie and say he was, no thugging, none of that. But anyway, I just wanted to, also happy birthday. August 30th is the birthday of my girl, Miss Mitchell. Y'all know Minnie and Paul and Arky and them from 107th. Man, Miss Mitchell would have been 79 today. She went to be with the Lord in 2018. God rest her soul. Big ups to the Mitchell family. We love y'all so much. Stay strong. And I just wanted to say that, to talk about today what it means as a mother to have a daughter, what it should mean as a mother to have a daughter. When you're a mother and you have a daughter, just like a man when he has a man child, that's me. And you see how proud they be. I remember when I had Shaquille D was just teed up like I got a son, and he always say that's his twin and things like that. And when you have the same sex child as yourself, the same gender child as yourself, that is a huge reflection of you, meaning the way the child display themselves, the way they conduct themselves and things like that. So when a boy act up and stuff like that, they don't too much blame it on the mother, especially if it's a father in the house. The mother get blamed for everything if she's a single parent, which is unfortunate. That's another story too. But when you have a daughter and you're a woman and your daughter is loose and things like, they're going to blame you for everything. If the daughter is together, she just like her mama and woo woo. That's just how it go. If the daughter is a clucker and you went through that, her mama exposed. If the daughter is loose and she running around, which I don't really know what constitutes loose, because we got to be careful with all that judging and stuff. But anyway, they'll blame the mama for that too, honey. But what I would like to say, though, is that you should, as a mother, want your daughter to reflect you, because she is a spring off of you. That's why the terminology is offspring. That is your offspring. That is your child, your daughter. And in my case, I only have one. I had one son. I still have one son. I don't care if he did go be with the Lord, he's still my son. And I have one daughter. And to see my daughter mourn her brother, I rock his badge all the time. This is work ID, my baby. I rock his work badge all the time. And it's very difficult to watch her mourn my only daughter, to watch mourn my only son, her only sibling. It's very difficult because you feel helpless. But she has, her family. She has her mother, her father. She has a host of people that have been there for us. Her Uncle O, and we could go on and on. But anyway, like I wanted to talk about, having a daughter and you a mother, that is a huge blessing in itself, because a lot of women just have sons, or a lot of men just have daughters. So when you get to have the same gender, I got to experience both genders, and I used to always, say I won the lottery, and I meant it. I would always make light of it, but I really meant that. I won the lottery. I hit it big. I had a boy, then I had a girl. I mean, I got to experience what it's like, and it's been the most amazing journey. My daughter, she came here kicking and screaming. Yes, she did. She does not play. She's still kicking and screaming. She does not play. She's awesome. She's 26 years old today. She really got herself together, and I'm so blessed and I'm so grateful. She is such a great representative of myself. When she was little, I used to be like, Lord, this baby ain't nothing like me. She just holler, scream all day, but they told me you cried every day, all day. And she cried every day, all day. And, I used to think like she's nothing like me, and I started realizing like, wow, we have so much in common. When she was like 3, I'm like, you know what? She's a lot like me. She wants to decide everything on her own. She wants to pick out her own clothes at 3 years old. Yes, she wants her toes done, her nails done. She loves to read. She loves studying. She loves working out. She loves dieting. She loves eating right. Like, she is so big on salads. And I'm looking like, that is me. I literally would eat a head of lettuce just by itself. I was in high school. I come home, and that's when lettuce was real. And that's when it was fresh, and it provided so much oxygen to your brain, and I would just rinse it real good, and I would just crunch on that lettuce, and honey, you couldn't tell me nothing, honey. I was living the life. And my daughter, she the same way. She loved her some salads and all of that, and everything. And my son, he was a healthy eater too. We're not perfect, so of course we slip up, what I'm saying, and eat things that we shouldn't be putting in our body. But again, having a daughter, being a mother, having a daughter, that daughter should, like I say, be a reflection of you. Of course, you have isolated incidents where the daughter is a devil and you a earth angel, or the daughter is a earth angel and you the spawn of Satan. That's rare. When there's no commonality, there's nothing, similar. That's very rare. But like I said, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, and that's something we grew up. That's a saying, a cliche we grew up on. It's true though. What's done in the dark will come to the light. If you always want somebody to babysit your child, and you ain't pouring nothing into your child, it's gonna show. It's gonna reflect, and I think it's unfair the way people just run around here and just slap this badge of mother on themselves. I'm a mother. I'm Mother's Day. I really never even liked Mother's Day. Ever since I became a mother, because it was disgusting to see these women running around, females, whatever you want to call them, honey, running around acting like they deserve all this praise and honor. And I'm like, you don't make any sacrifices. You know what I'm saying? Some people just want to be able to, they use the child just to get attention, just so they can say, they somebody mama. You still ain't even told the baby who their daddy is. You sitting here, you know that your baby a buster baby. Yes, that's embarrassing. It is that you had your baby during a bust down session. Ain't nobody perfect. But to sit there and keep on lying, telling them, well, your daddy named this and your name, they keep changing. How can the father's name change? Unless he go to City Hall and put in a name change request and pay for an affidavit that legally changes his name. But again, so when the child grows up and they mimic you or they reflect you, because that's what they come to this earth to do. They actually are assistants of ours. Why you think you always go get the remote, do this and that? They like your little assistant. When a child comes to this earth, they come with a mirror in their hand. Like, look at yourself, because I'm you. I'm here to be a better version of you. And for you to corrupt your child, to mess up your child, and the child wind up being, all, that's because you are. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. Being a mother and you have a daughter and your daughter is ignorant, she's untidy, she's trifling, she has all these negative traits, she's slothful, she's a liar, she's lazy, she's selfish, she's unempathetic, she's uncompassionate, she's insensitive, that means that's you. Now, you got instances where, like I say, the child didn't learn. You're like, I don't know what's wrong with them. Because the world, you do. You do have to fight the world against your own child. Because I'm telling you right now, if you don't fight the world for your child, they're going to take your child. So that's that too. But I could tell when you fought. I could tell when you didn't fight. It's evident in the child. So when the child is rude and inconsiderate, that's you. The child is just a robot. All they care about is going to work and making that bag. They don't care about love and compassion, having a kind word to say to nobody. They don't care. Or you got instances where, they got every nice thing to say to people who don't matter. So you got the wannabe child, the fake and the funk child, the daughter. That's the mother. When you got a daughter and she fake and she shallow and all that matters is Hermes bags, and y'all don't even know about Birkin bags, okay? Yeah, I remember when I used to always tell people, like, man, I want one of those. What's that? What you mean? What's a Birkin bag? What's the Hermes bag? They didn't even know. What's a Hermes? What's a Hermes? What you talking about? Of course, I ain't never copped one because it ain't that serious for me. I like them. They look good to my eyes. That's it. I'm not willing to sacrifice anything for that bag. And they out here sacrificing, if your daughter out here getting defecated on her face for a Birkin bag, that speaks volumes about you if she spent her life with you. You would have been better off putting her as a ward of the state. I could see if she was raised by DCFS. I could see if she was a foster child all her life being bounced from home to home. I could see if she was raped and molested and had all these different issues and things like that and beat. But she was up under your tutelage and all she cared about is going to work and making a bag and then trying to act like she's shitting on somebody and bragging about every little materialistic thing she copped. Something's wrong with you as a mother. Same thing with if your daughter is amazing. It's okay to pat yourself on the back. That doesn't mean that you boastful. It's okay to, smell your flowers while you still alive in the flesh. It's okay to bask in a little bit of that glory. That glory belongs to the Most High. Don't get me wrong. To God, all the glory belongs to God for my daughter. I'm so proud of her, it don't even make no sense, honey. Her brother always, Mom's so proud of Shakari. She's so awesome. She this and that. Of course, he used to get mad at her and try to tell her off and check her and all that kind of stuff because they were so close, so they can get common with each other real quick and they can get out of line and overstep boundaries. But they came and pulled it right back in because that's what true siblings do. They can speak their true mind to each other, not that false flag and stuff. So when you have a daughter and she however she conducts herself, that's 9 times out of 10, that's you. That's the way she was raised. So y'all mothers out there, that your daughter, honey, she is a kind person. I'm talking about real. I'm talking about fake. I'm not talking about playing nice. I'm talking about just a genuine kind person. Then that's you. You know what I'm saying? If your daughter is out here and she is together in every sense of the word, now there may not be a such thing as perfection in the flesh. You know what I'm saying? But you can strive close to it. And there's people out here that's damn near perfect. You know what I'm saying? And my daughter is one of those people. It just is what it is. 26 years old. Can't nobody speak bad on her name and say, yeah, well, we ran her there, we did this and that, and she did this, and she, you know what I'm saying, she popped pills with us, and she, none of that. She dumb. She can't read. She flunks out in school. And she's straight. She's brilliant. She is so intelligent. You know what I'm saying? A child psychologist, that got herself together. My child, that loves children, so kind and patient with them, work with them, just like her mother. You know what I'm saying? And it's just what it is. It's supposed to be like that. And if she wasn't all together, that don't mean you're a bad mother either. Sometimes your daughter, she get tripped up. Sometimes they run into a brick wall. Sometimes they get knocked upside the head. That can't happen because, again, you fighting the world against your own child. You got to fight tooth and nail. You got to teach your child to deny their flesh daily, because if they don't, the world will come for them. But I'm here to tell you, as a mother, and you have a daughter, that should speak volumes. You should want to teach her. I see some of them, they don't even know how to sit and close their legs. They're just yapping and mouth hanging all out the mouth. And, the mannerism is not there. The home training is not there. We didn't need COVID to teach my daughter to social distance. I've been taught that to my children because it was taught to me. And yes, it is easy when you were raised properly. It is easy to pass that on. But it's some people I know that were raised right, and they did not take the time to share that. And that's a shame. It's a disgrace. It's a disgust. So I am grateful for the way my daughter has turned out. And I know her life is not over. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? So she got to constantly be prepared spiritually to warfare against people who want to see her fail, which is sad and sick, right? We shouldn't even be having a conversation. And most of them are in the bloodline. And most of them are people who know her, who grew up with her, who have a disdain for her for no reason, And this is why she has removed herself. She wants no contact with any of these people because they mean her no good. And it's really sad, right? We shouldn't even be having a discussion like this. But again, your daughter should be a reflection of you, point blank, period. Now, there's exceptions to the rules, but we talking about the standard, typical, everyday version of a mother that was there every step of the way. Why is your daughter, nothing like you, so you say? Because she's everything like you, whether you want to admit it or not. So, it's just a blessing when you want to be 100 with yourself and you want to soul search. Having a daughter should make you soul search. Having a daughter should make you say, you know what, let me look at me and let me think about what I need to improve because this child is watching me. Let me think about what I need to stop doing because my daughter hears me. Let me think about what I need to stop talking about because my daughter peeping everything. Let me, just reflect every day, every night when you lay your head on the pillow. You should think about what you need to advance in and what you need to digress in. Like, what is it that you need to, shed yourself from? Because again, children don't lie. Especially the Bible says out of the mouth of babes. And so the children, they gonna tell you, like, in their actions, in the way they live their life, the way they come up, all that hooping and hollering and you trying to stop your man from going to the play. You ain't going nowhere. They saw you do that more than likely. You know what I'm saying? Because if you have proper conversations with your child, or, if you talk to them, or if you show them the right way, you ain't gonna see your daughter doing all that, trying to purposely get pregnant by somebody and going in his phone and trying to argue with females. And that's you. So we don't want to do none of that. You know what I'm saying? Let's teach them, second and third languages. Let's teach them survival skills like learning how to swim. Let's teach them how to cook. Let's teach them skill sets. Let's teach them vocations. Let's teach them how to be, technical. Let's teach them how to be financially responsible. That's what you should be teaching your daughter. So when your daughter don't have any of these qualities, you know what I'm saying, she trifling with her body, you know what I'm saying, her hygiene ain't on point, and she a grown one, that's you. That's all you. So look at yourself. Stop being impatient. Stop being irritable. Stop being frustrated and all these things like this, because you need to search yourself and find out if whatever you got issue with your daughter about, more than likely is something that you carrying and something you passed on to them. I love y'all so much. Again, happy 26th birthday to my beautiful baby girl, my intelligent, sweet, wonderful daughter. Long live my son, King Shaq. And everybody else who was born on this day, I love y'all. Thanks for checking in with me. I'm going to holler at you. Be blessed. Stay strong. All right. Peace.